What is good, everybody? What is good? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in the building. You know what it is. It's Burgers and Blitzes. We back in the building.
Oh,
You know what it is, man. We're gonna jump right into it. But before I do anything else, before I get
let me get
into
that.
that,
Share
what's
that
going
link
on
real
with you,
quick.
big dog?
Man, I'm just getting sat down. Got this
Mm-hmm.
got the dinner finished up just in time. We are
Mm-hmm.
rocking and rolling, rocking and
Mm-hmm.
rolling. Rangers
Mm-hmm.
is hey. Last time we talked, Rangers is getting ready to do that thing. God
They
damn,
they
they
did
did that.
that. They did that thing. First time
They
in
did that
history,
thing.
right?
Yes, sir. First time in history. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
love
And it was
seeing
a it
that.
was a it was a wonderful thing, man. It was a
Yeah.
wonderful thing. We had a
Now,
we had a little pup.
if we could ever get them Cowboys to do what these guys did, or the Mavericks or some Dallas Stars, can the Cowboys get a championship
Somebody,
while all these other guys have got it before the Cowboys? Can the Cowboys do this same damn thing we wanted? So,
please.
shout out to everybody that's coming in the building. T Smooth TV, my dog Trey, Revel, keep on coming in. Sims Jamal, you know what it is, man. Sims Jamal asked you, did you go to the parade?
I did not. I did not. I had an opportunity to, and unfortunately, my work was a little more important because I didn't trust the guys that were doing the job. But
Right,
I
right.
also, man, I'm kind of glad I didn't because I know a lot of people that did, and it was not exactly a fun experience by any stretch
Got,
of the imagination. The
got you.
logistics to get to Arlington, if you're anybody's remotely familiar with the
Yep.
DFW area,
Yes,
the
I
remote
know.
the logistics to get there and everything involved in that. And that was in 360, 30, 20, 820, 183 are all under construction right now. So I was like, nah, I'm good. And
That
then I saw all
that
them damn people, and I would have been mad at myself because what would have happened? I would have got there, and I'd be like, babe, we gotta go home. I can't do all these people.
mm-hmm. Well, let's jump right into it, man. Let's jump right into it. We're gonna talk about the aftermath before we get into this Giants game. But that's been the talk of the town this week. Obviously, we saw what happened in this game. Dallas came up just short, banged violently, but came up short in the end. Dak went crazy. So many things that
Yeah,
happened. But I'm gonna just kind of bounce off of you, and I'm gonna talk about how we keep shooting ourselves in the foot, missed opportunities, things of that nature. What's going on? How do you? I mean, talk to me about that game in a nutshell, and we'll just kind of break it down.
I've talked about the entire McCarthy tenure on this pod about how he's good 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I talk about.
Mm-hmm.
This team consistently for his entire tenure does not do the little things properly that good teams do. And you could put it, you can blame wherever you want, but the fact of the matter is we're sitting at 26 pre-snap penalties on third and fourth down right now. And how are you going to win football games when you keep giving people free drives and taking points off the board at that high of a level? I mean, we've only played 8 games. You're looking at what damn near 3-4 penalties, late snap penalties, pre-snap, late down penalties per game. And that's just not what good teams do, man. That's just
Mm-hmm.
not. But at the same token, what coach are you going to get to come in here to work under the parameters of what they have to deal with around here? Because you get you're not just a football coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know damn well you've been around this too long. The Jones that can't be fucking dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, don't you have anything other? No, you don't have anything else to do. Philly fans don't have employment. They check with their PO, then
Yeah,
they
I
fucking
know.
tweet about Dallas. Then
Yeah,
they fucking they miss their drug test and they tweet about Dallas and they get served fucking papers for not paying child support. Then they tweet about Dallas, and then all you got to do is tweet about Dallas because you ain't got a job, you ain't got no hose, you live at your mama's house. Get the fuck out of here! I ain't trying to hear you, dude. Like I tried to give Jalen Hurts a credit for the game, but come on now. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, your quarterback finally had a good passing game. Congratulations against a front runner defense who's been picked on by every quarterback who can remotely throw the ball since the history of time. Congratulations. Anyway,
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Uh, it's just the why is it always? I mean, people keep talking about the refs. I don't want to hear about the refs, dude. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Like, yeah, they suck, but you know what? They suck in every game. And there was a couple to win our way that probably shouldn't have. But did Philly get more? Yeah, but that's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
That's
I
that's
mean,
that's just
we can't
at the
blame the refs in this game
no.
because they had 10 penalties, we had 10 penalties, and we were gifted penalties on our last drive. We were, and it got us all the way down to the 6-yard line, but we saw once again we shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah,
And
that's the little things.
We shoot ourselves in the foot. We had 10 penalties. You had not only the penalties, you had big drops. CD had a drop early. Michael Gallup had a big drop. And then even at the end of the game, and I've said this, and I know people who want to make sure, I ain't care. Dak, I said this at last night, and I said this Sunday. Dak played amazing. If Dak didn't play like that, we're not in that game. But at the end of the game, you still got to finish. You can't play 3.5 great quarters and then not make some of those big plays at the end, because I've said this, and I'm gonna get your thoughts. I'm gonna say this. Dak in those big games, he's gonna have to make 2 or 3 big throws to really kind of end that game.
And
And
he did,
but
but
go ahead.
he's got to make 7 or 8 or 9 instead of 2 or 3 or 4 because we constantly. Oh well, hey, here goes that good Pollard run. Well, guess what? Here's a hold on Schoonmaker that brings it back. It wasn't a hold, but the fact of the matter was it was a hold, and it brought the play back. Oh, hey, we're on the 6-yard line. False start. Why? Nobody could even explain that false start. It's just the shit you have to overcome. Like no quarterback should have to make 10 to 15 make or break plays every single game. And that's the way it is in Dallas. And what ends up happening is you end up talking about that one pass that one pass, that one interception. When it's look what they're doing with CJ Stroud right now in Houston. That man, he's leading the league in bad throw percentage. He's leading the league in turnover worthy plays. But you know what they let him do? They let him still go. They let him go, and they're running what they brung. And that's what you see. People been on my ass all week about the game plan for Dallas. Oh, you're still hung up on the first drive. Yes, I am hung up on the first
We
drive
talked
because
about it. We
that
said
is
it. We
their
said it.
that is their plan. They are going to come out here and try to dominate the line of scrimmage versus the best front seven in the NFL. What are you doing? What are you doing? And you ran right at them. You didn't even try. You didn't try outside. You didn't try any. You ran right the fuck at them. And you went. I am tired of going 3 and out before I can get to the fridge and get a beer.
Yeah, I knew it though, because people were asking me before the game. I mean, we talked about this intently, and then I said it a few times, and then they were like, "Big, do you want to get the ball first or no?" And I was like, "You know what? I'll go ahead and take the ball first because I want to go ahead and set the tone." I said, "But I'm going to know what type of." We both said this. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
know what type of game they're going to play if they come out with Tony Pollard up the middle on the first couple plays and then throw the ball. Those first 3 plays, they did exactly what we talked about, and I'm going to tell you right now. The only reason why, in my opinion, that he came out aggressive on that second drive was because Cavante Turpin had that big run to get us out to the 47-yard line on our second drive after they jumped on us 7-0. Because I believe if we would have started back in our own territory, he probably would have stayed conservative. He probably would have said, we're nervous. Let's keep it close to the vest. But I feel like Cavante Turpin saved us because that you were in almost at the 50-yard line, so it pushed you to be a little bit more aggressive, in my opinion.
Well, and Filthy scored. They marched down there. What was it, like 6 plays? 6 plays, like a
Yeah,
minute and a half. They was in the end zone. Something
right.
like, I mean, it was something ridiculous, right? So that, and had they not scored there, I still think with that field position, if Philly was on zero, we would have saw that same offense come out again. But now we're behind the sticks, and now we're behind enemy territory. Oh, wait a minute, we have a really no. I'm not even calling good. Dak Prescott is a great. He's been playing his ass off this year, and even with the quote unquote bad game in San Francisco, he is top whatever metric you want, every across the board. And we are the only team in the NFL that treats our top quarterback like he's Derek Carr. It's frustrating because whatever plan, like you have all these people and you have all these analytics, you have all these coaches, you have all this history, you got guys go watch tape, and your plan versus Philadelphia was to run two halfback dives and then maybe Dak can bail us out on third down. That, how does that make sense? It's I don't understand the logic there, and that's what's so frustrating because they know what works, but it's like they're reluctant to use it because they want to win the Cowboys way. And I catch all kinds of shit over this, but I don't care how many coordinators have come through here. We've seen it. That's their plan. They want to run the football. The fact of the matter is they can't run the football. We're bitching about it because we're not bitching about it. It's factual information. Their plan is they want to run the football, and the thing is right now is they can't run the football, and that's going to bite them in the ass like it's done the last 3 years. Because
Yeah.
when teams are giving you too high safety and you can't go get 4 or 5 yards, you can't get it. We can't crack 4 yards.
What's up, Special K? I feel you, but to answer ETCHVR, the first three plays, literally, we're talking about the tempo and how the coach always comes in. We're thinking in a conservative manner. Pay attention to the shows because we called exactly what the offense has been doing. So if you're saying we're bitching, no, we're calling out what we exactly see. We're calling out before the game. You
That
heard
was
what
their
my guy
plan
just said.
to go in
We
there.
said we said run first. Run, pass. If we see that, we're going to know that they're trying to come in there conservative and this is a big game and they don't want to coast or lose. And that's exactly what we saw. And just like you said, we got behind the sticks at 7-0. But once again, if we didn't have that big return, I don't think we come out and still come out the way we did in the second drive. So that was happy that Cavante Turpin did that. But this is what I want to ask you, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We're struggling in the run game, and obviously
Mm-hmm.
Dak has used his legs in that game once again, and that was good. I think he has like 17 rushes in 3 games. Tony Pollard, we
Hell, he may
said,
be leading the team in rushing yards. I don't even know. I hadn't even checked.
you feel me? And so here's the thing: when we sit there and said, okay, Tony Pollard, he had 12 carries, 50 yards. Dak Prescott, we said you're gonna have to pass this game to set up the run. And honestly, you might have to do that all year. And I also said that Dak was going to have to throw at least 40 times in this game to win. He threw 44, and we just missed it. So, what's your kind of thoughts about Dan Quinn and little bit still some discipline issues as far as bad penalties at the wrong time? Obviously Marquise Bell has balled out. Kind of is Rashawn. We're going to see Rashawn Evans. Kind of, what's your thoughts about the defense right now? Now, I want to ask you one thing too, and because I keep on seeing on Twitter, yeah, he is Jay. I keep on seeing on Twitter is you can't say nothing about D-Law. You can't say nothing about him. You can't say nothing about him. But I want to ask you this though, Mike, because I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you. Okay, D-Law, great in the run game. D-Law, great on pressures, but that's not what they paid you for, too. There's got to be somebody else that's a bookend because they're not. We talked about Sam Williams. He gets the big strip sack, and then he's gone. You shaking your head, no, but we don't got nobody else, Mike, besides
No,
Michael
that
Parsons because
Sam,
D-Law, 5 straight games, no sacks. I don't care. He is great in the run game. Yes, pressures, but bro, you are supposed to be one of our bookends. And then I seen the little post with the New York Jets coach, sacks don't mean everything. Nobody said sacks mean everything. Nobody said sacks determines who you are as a player. Nobody says that. But guess what? Them sacks in that game against us were backbreaking. Those sacks against us were game changers. So they do matter in the aspect of they can change the game. And when you have one of your top guys in D Law who has 5 straight games sackless, we need other help besides Michael Parsons to get that pressure. We got great pressure rate, but our sacks have went down, and they're making plays right now that they didn't make early in the year. I'm asking.
I I gave him. I've never been a fan of his. I didn't want to pay him, but he also got paid like a second tier pass rusher because that's what he is. He's not T.J. Watt. He's not Miles Garrett. He's not Micah Parsons or Khalil Mack or one of the Bosa brothers or Max Crosby or hell, I just named 8, 9. You can run down the list. He's not there, and that's why he didn't get paid that way. But to me, he's the epitome, and he's still the holdover of this hot boys front runner defensive mentality. This defense that has not caught near enough shit as what they deserve because Dan Quinn's a cool coach and he wears his hat backwards and he wears Nikes and everybody loves him and his game day outfit. How come that this defense cannot figure out how to get soft zones all day long? They can't close out a drive. They're stupid ass penalties constantly. But I know that's on both sides of the ball. But if we're going to talk about the offense having trouble like that, Dan Quinn just can't sit over here in the corner like, shit, I hope they don't notice I'm over here. We can't. That's not the way we can do that. And this defense, who loves to talk on Twitter and loves to have brands, well, I got a podcast and this, that, and the other. Then you go out there and you play against a team that wants to punch first. They're counter punchers. They never want to go out there and get after somebody. And they go after a team. They go out there and play a team like Philadelphia or San Francisco that wants to punch you first. And next thing you know, they're on their heels and they're scraping and they're making dumbass penalties. And people start playing me football. That you lose the team aspect of it. That's when you start losing contain. That's when that everything just falls apart. And that just flat out can't happen. I mean, imagine the way this defense gives up soft zones playing against Kelsey. I do to go for 240 and 4 touchdowns on you
But it
because they
did.
can't.
We did shut down Devonta. He got the big touchdown, but we did play a good game against AJ Brown. We shut him down and Devontae Smith. They only had like
Oh,
115 yards between them, and AJ Brown got those first 4 catches in the first quarter. After that, he was nothing.
you're not. You're. I mean, you're right, but it's also the same type of thing that. Like, it's kind of funny. The offense and the defense have almost like the same issue. They come out in the first, like we can never, both sides of the ball come out in the first quarter and just let you know that we're here today. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to explain it but that, but you know what I'm talking about. When they
Mm-hmm.
come out there, like, how come we can't come out there and march down the field, get a
Exactly.
touchdown,
I
come
feel
out
you.
there on defense, get the
And get a
ball back,
3 and out. Get a
and,
3.
and
Yeah,
then
I totally feel you. I
it's
totally agree.
never that way. It's
It's
like
never. I
even
totally agree.
like Kansas City, like Dak caught a bunch of shit because we scored 6 points or whatever in the second half. Kansas City scored 21 points and then didn't score another point the rest of the damn game, and that was all in the first half because they jumped on them out the front. And Miami didn't know what the hell to do. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Logic's over there with his headset on, and Tua don't, just they were completely button hooked. They did not know what
And they're
jumped up
overrated
on them.
too. They're overrated
Oh,
too.
they absolutely. I mean, the AFC's paper tigers. I'm talking about that
Mhm.
all year.
Right, right, right.
But as far as the Eagles game goes, man, like it's a good team. I'm not going to pretend it's not. It's a good team, and at the end of the day, you beat yourself. Schoonmaker,
They
how
made
how
less.
the hell,
They
hey,
made less
how the hell
mistakes.
your damn second round pick doesn't understand where the fucking goal line is?
But why? I wish he was the target and not. I wish Ferguson was the target on that play where they're supposed to be the
Ferg
rub.
Ferg
Instead,
Ferg messed
I
up too.
know,
He carried
I
his too
know,
deep.
but it should have been to me going to Ferg in that play, and you switch that out and give that to
Hey,
Ferg
they
instead of
also shouldn't have had a
Schoonmaker.
free blitzer that was in Dak's lap a
You're
half a
right.
second after the ball was
What
snapped.
was that Tony Pollard because he
Yes.
was he's
Or
because
actually, I put it on Dak for not sliding to coverage over there. If we're gonna be, that's without me knowing anything whatsoever. But I'm seeing that guy. I'm seeing your slot blitz looking at you right now, and you got Terrence Steele who's been getting his ass kicked all game,
Hey,
and
bro,
you got
hold up before you finish. Before you finish, ETCHVR. This is how we do it here. Okay. You are worried about positive, positive, positive. Nobody's being negative. You can't deal with this kind of talk here in this chat,
I'm
and
not
I'm
being
not being.
negative.
No,
I'll
no,
get to
no,
the
no,
positive
no,
in a
no,
second.
no, bro. You don't got to say nothing. I speak to anybody in this chat. If you think we're just talking negative, which we are not, we're talking real. We talk positive and we talk about all of it. If you don't like that, you shouldn't be in this chat, bro, because we don't sugarcoat it over here. We don't just sit there and talk about unicorns and rainbows and all the positive every day. If there's positive things to talk about, we're going to talk about those positive things. If there's some negative plays and negative things that happen, we're going to talk about that. If you can't handle that, you shouldn't be in this chat. This chat ain't for you, dog. And I'm not being rude. This chat is not for you because it ain't never going to change because somebody's in here crying about somebody being negative. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, let me get these couple super chats out and then we'll go ahead and finish what you're saying, Mike. First, on my guy, Poppy Peach 187, he says, $5 holla. Appreciate you. Says, Mike, can you tell your boy source to tell him Cowboys Nation wants him to cut the shit with the runners up the middle? I feel you feel me?
I mean,
And
I'll be straight up honest with you. Everybody in the fucking building's tired of it.
yeah, I don't care, VR. You don't got to be here. Bye. Now, next. Now, I got to, next is Texas D903 with the $10 holla. Appreciate you. He said, people bitch. Huh? He might be talking about somebody already. People bitch about you being negative. Honestly, I appreciate you, OG. It's balanced. Lots of people's heads are in the cloud about this team. Keep it the F up and happy super belated birthday. Appreciate you. And that super chat was right on time. You don't like it, you ain't got to listen to it. Nobody's forcing you to stay in here and listen to this, but I ain't changing because you don't like me, because you don't want to hear me being positive all the damn time. I'm not changing because you don't want to hear that. That's not what I'm never going to
Oh,
do. I'm
we
going to,
getting the Ferg. We getting the
I,
Ferg. You killed.
you,
We getting we
you
getting
feel
there.
what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that noise. I don't want to hear that. But going back to what we were talking about on that last play, this Ferguson. Let's
Hmm.
not even talk about Schoonmaker because we talked about that play. But Ferguson is becoming that guy. We have been talking about Ferguson for a while. He's becoming that
Gin
guy. Now,
Rummy,
now,
that's
hey,
my dude.
I'm gonna go ahead and claim him too, bro. Because for real, I was claiming him before
He
a
big enough.
lot of people. Before a lot, I was at that Senior Bowl watching Jake Ferguson. I mocked him 3 times in my mock drafts before he got drafted because I knew
The
he was
dude's
the
a
type of tight
beast.
end. I knew he was the type of tight end that the Cowboys want. But he surprised me with more sneaky athletic ability. Even when I saw at the Senior Bowl, he got even. It seemed like, damn, did you take up to another level? But we've seen like the last 3 weeks, he is becoming that guy. Just talk about Jake Ferguson and what the Cowboys need to do from this point on with him. They need to continue to feature him, dog, because the way they
Bring
feed
back the Witten play. They brought back the Witten play. That split
break.
wide.
That split wide option. There we go. All day long. That tight end seam. If they want to, that's what I talked about on Twitter. If you want to get, if you want to come up there and you want to play too high on us, guess what?
See that man over there, CD Lamb? He's getting the ball. You want to fade the? He's getting the ball. Everybody knows he's getting the ball.
I'll call you ahead, let you know, hey, he's getting the ball. He's going to get the ball. And then when you fade that safety over, after you already got him bracketed, here comes your tight end seam. And I got your ass cooked. Those two dudes, we need to
Get the saddles ready. Get us some new horseshoes. Get the mane ready. Get them trimmed up. Get them ready to rock because those two dudes, we're going to ride them into the fucking dirt this year or we're not going anywhere. That's the only thing you got on offense right now. And then maybe we can get Cooks going, hopefully. But we got to worry about what's working right now. And those two dudes are working. You need 10 targets to Ferg. You need 20 targets to Lamb every freaking game.
every freaking game until somebody proves they could stop it because they tried. Philadelphia tried. They threw everything they had at you to stop Lamb, and they could not do it. They couldn't.
Fact, facts, facts. And also, how about doing this to this man here too? Can we get some Rico Dowdell?
Absolutely.
He gets an
Absolutely.
18-yard. He's explosive.
Absolutely.
He looks strong. Yet we hear Mike McCarthy saying, I don't feel too bad about where we're at as far as the carries. Yes, you should feel bad. We don't see Deuce Vaughn. I get that. Love to see him in a little bit
That's
sprinkle.
a great
But you need,
story.
yeah, but he's not ready. But you need to play. You need to play Rico. You need to
Yes.
play him. If you're
Yes.
talking, Mike, if you're talking about getting 20 to 15 targets for Lamb and 10 targets for Ferguson, you got to at least give Rico Dowdell at least 8 to 10 carries a game. You have to.
Yes. Yes. You have to. And get Michael Gallup the hell off the field.
Get him off the field.
Get him off the field, dude.
We just
Go.
talked about Jalen Tolbert, didn't we? We said watch Jalen Tolbert in this game, 3 targets, 46, 49 yards, a touchdown, and he looked physical. He was sure of himself in his routes. He ran with Dak on both of those plays to get those touchdowns. When you see Michael Gallup jogging across the middle, dropping passes, bro,
That
enough is
was the
enough.
most
Enough
low.
is enough. Enough is enough.
That was the most low effort play I've probably seen in the history of the NFL.
Oh my God, that was terrible. Not in the
I mean,
history of
that
the
ball,
NFL, but
That
that
ball
was
hit
bad.
him right. That ball hit him right freaking here. No, it's not even. It's not even the drop. It's the way he lazily just kind of jogged out there. And I'm going to do this. When you're on a crosser
versus that front seven, you need to get on
You
your
got to
horse.
speed across there.
you got to go, dude. And him and Pollard. I don't know if it's the mental. They're just going through the motions.
They're just going through the motions, man. And you can't have that. If you want to get somewhere, if you want to get past the freaking divisional round for the first time in 30 years, you can't have that. That's not San Francisco don't do that. Philadelphia don't do that. Their guys out there play. The Eagles wouldn't have 3 of their wins this year without AJ Brown mugging a defender when Jalen Hurts tried to throw the game away. Michael Gallup ain't doing that.
Right.
He's
a shell of himself. He's a shell of himself.
That hurts my heart because I was COO of the Gallup Pod. Kavanaugh was CEO.
I
We
never
love that
was.
dude coming out of the draft, but I
liked
didn't
him,
want to
but
pay him.
yeah,
Didn't want to. Well,
we said this a while back. We didn't.
Yeah, third round
we didn't
pick. I wasn't pretending he was,
right.
a world
I
beater.
feel you. I feel you. I totally agree with you. Now I'm gonna get this super chat out here. Eternal Dynasty with the 199 holla. Appreciate you. Hey ho. So why can't we use Mike as a goal line running back? What do you think about that?
I absolutely hate it. I ain't trying to get that dude hurt. He's already banged up as it is.
I had to throw it out there.
I do love it.
Now,
Hunter.
Go ahead.
Hunter. Where's Hunter at?
We're Hunter or Rico. I don't get this. I don't get that at all. And you brought over Cooks to be your guy that stretches the field, dog, and he has the speed we seen. And you did that end around with them against the Chargers, and it looked good. Why couldn't you do that? Why can't you get him involved? He was open on the rub play with that play that you was talking about where we got the blitz. That was a walk-in touchdown. If Dak could have,
he just couldn't get there.
He couldn't get there.
By that time, I know you watched the 22 by now. By that time, Dak had given up on the right side. He wasn't even looking there anymore. If the play's on the right side, and back to the right side. Why is Mike McCarthy back to 6 days a week? Why are you doing a Jason Garrett letting that Chaz Green game happen when you got Hunter sitting on the sidelines? You're not sliding protection.
And you know it was real because on that 4th and 8 where that pass I talked about where Dak did miss and it could have been a touchdown, he did slide Tony Pollard over there to help Terrence Steele on that 4th down. So you knew you could have helped and slid protection, but you could have did that other times. So you knew he was having some issues, or you wouldn't have slid that protection on that 4th and 8 on that side. So you did know it. You get what I'm saying? So it's real kind of tough when you hear those kind of things, when you see those type of things. But the Cowboys got to finish. Now, as I said before, Mike, I hate, when we got to 28 to 23, these are the self-inflicted wounds. I mean, Dak, even when he ran, when he rushed to the outside, that was a great play. But Dak, you got to be aware of where you at. You didn't have to dive because you had the man beat. And that could have changed the game because that makes it 28-25. And then now, instead of you pressing to get that touchdown, you get that 3 with Aubrey. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. And that's I wouldn't say no quarterback's immune to that. But find me one that can make plays that is. Because in their mind, nothing's going right. I got to get this fucking thing there. And you lose logic. And I'm not going to use Josh Allen's excuse because that's a bad one right now. Lamar does it. Mahomes does it. Herbert doesn't do it, and that's why he sucks right now because he's a coward. These quarterbacks that want to make plays, that are able to make plays, the guys you want starting for your team, when nothing is going right and they feel this game slipping away, You feel it, dude. You're on the. You got it. You start not necessarily playing within the realm of you know feasibility, and you start doing stuff that you maybe shouldn't do,
Yeah.
and that's what we try to avoid. We want to avoid third down. We want to avoid the second and 10 runs. I'll tell you right now, if they flip, like I've been asking for 15 years now, if they flip the second and 10 runs, flip the second down passing with the third down passing. There we just do that. Can we just do that number right there and watch how this offense just it's every game won't be a freaking heart attack unless they win or lose. Like what do they win or lose by 40 this year? You know what I mean? It's crazy. And they finally get to a game where it's close and they don't know how to close it out.
I mean, but that's inherent to the indicative to the top, which comes right here when interest has the $5 holla. Hey ho! Shout out to you for the $5
Got,
holla.
got,
Says,
got,
why is Mike McCarthy so stubborn about playing the best guys, not the money guys? Go out on your own terms. That's the thing. He can't because he don't have no control.
calls
That's the
coming up
problem.
inside the house.
Calls are coming. We've been saying that. We've been saying this for
Lay
years.
out Collins. Yeah, we can go all the way back to Joey Galloway. You know,
We can go when when Miles Austin was stuck on the practice squad. You know? And I just don't know. He finally benched. I get he finally had enough. I don't know if the call came from upstairs or what, but he finally benched Gallup in the second half. And look, it's
It's
frustrating because
frustrating. You know what it is.
they know what works.
Yeah.
They see it because the minute they get in trouble, they go,
They go right.
"Oh,
oh
That's
shit,
it right
Dak,
there. That's it
oh
right
shit,
there.
Dak."
That's it right there. The minute we get in trouble, we start to go on what works. That's
Yes.
that's it right there. The minute it's like we lollygag, we play weird football, but as soon as we get smacked right quick, then all of a sudden it's
Dak's
like,
got to
oh,
jump in a phone booth.
Dak starts throwing the ball to CD Lamb. We start going to Jake Ferguson. Now we start hitting TP on the outside. You know what I mean? You throw a sprinkle Rico down. Stop doing that. When we're down. Stop doing that when it's desperate. Stop doing that. Get on that in the
come
very
out
beginning.
that way," and
Come out that way.
That's why I
Come
harped on
out
the
that
first
way.
series.
That's come
That's
out
why I
that
harped
way.
so hard
Yes.
on the first series, is
Yes.
because that was their plan versus that front seven. You're not playing. You're not playing like Alabama Community College. You're playing the
Philadelphia Eagles, who have got 4 or 5 first round picks in their front seven right now. It's just crazy, crazy talent on their front seven, and that was your plan.
you can't, man. Oh, I ain't even talking about Curtis. I was hell. Where were y'all a
Yeah,
month ago when I told you that
free
Dude
one.
needed to be benched.
Hey, we said it. I said it too. You feel what I'm saying? And free Wanye. That's the tweet right now.
he's
Free
he's
Wanye.
he's dealing with a hammy.
He's still
That's
dealing
gonna
with
hit.
that hammy. Ooh, well, hammies are nagging.
It's skill position player hammy. It's not going away.
Really? It's
Hopefully,
not.
hopefully he can get some Miyagi. Hopefully, Mr. Miyagi gets to him over the bye
Get
week.
some
And
damn Tiger Bomb. Shit.
hey, I got a CBD. I got a CBD roller that'll loosen that shit up right quick.
Man, they play in the NFL, man. Get that hamstring right because we need to see Wanye, dog.
Hey, you
But
play in the NFL. Fly your ass overseas like Kobe was doing to get some PRP and get that shit fixed up.
yeah, for sure. I feel you. Yeah. So here we got the internal dynasty with the 199 holla. Hey ho, he said if we recovered one of those 3 fumbles, we win easy. I don't know if easy, but maybe it would have helped us.
Yeah.
Damn sure would
If
have
you
helped us.
don't,
I don't know if we winning easy, but I damn sure that
it's
helps
good.
us
If
in that game.
there's 4 different plays you could point to that, and
4,
you
maybe
know,
about 6 or 7 different plays you could probably
I
point
was
to.
just I was off the top.
Right, for sure,
Like
for sure.
how come Schoonmaker can't understand where the goal line is? How come it's just how come Turpin has
But
to have
we're going to the rookie again, and I don't like that.
how come Turpin has to have one boneheaded play a week that kills you at the worst possible time? You know,
I'm,
it's
I mean,
it's
he
just
did have the good return though.
I understand that. I'm
Right,
well aware of
right,
that. But it's
right.
when you have like 10
No
plays a
margin of
game.
error. We don't have
Yeah,
no margin of error. We don't have no
you have
margin of
like
error.
10 plays a game, and one of them is a massive goof. It's fuck, man.
There's no margin of error. So, um, how come? Why did Dak step out? Well, he's 240-pound dude getting chased by a linebacker, getting pushed, and he was out by 2 inches. It sucks. But it's the fumble luck. Then you got the refs. It's just all this stuff where it all comes back to,
I hate have to feel we have to play perfect football, Mike. I hate
yeah,
that we have to
your
the
quarterback has
quarterback
to
to play
be.
perfect. We have to play perfect to win games against these big
He
teams. I hate it. I hate it.
it's Dak had like it was one of the, I mean, arguably one of the best games of his freaking career, and it wasn't enough. You threw the ball. Everybody was on my ass just because I was talking about passing. This is one of the games where they needed to pass on 90% of the snaps. I don't want to
Right.
pass on 90. I don't want to pass on 90% of the snaps. I don't
in
want to.
this game you had to.
that
In
was
this
the
game,
only thing that was
this was
working
the game you had to. This was the
because
game you had to pass.
they threw everything they could at CeeDee Lamb and Ferg, and they could not stop them. Lamb
Yeah.
probably could have had 300 freaking yards. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm being a little hyperbole.
yeah. Him and Ferguson. Ferguson was eating. Ferguson was
Dude, they
eating them
could
boys.
not stop
That's
him. They
why
were throwing everything they could at them.
that's why it's hard for me. I know. Trust me, Dak. I ain't killing you, dog. I'm not killing you. I'm just saying, we got to finish games. Not just Dak. The team. We got to finish because
The free
Ferguson
snap
killed that.
penalties, man.
But I know, but that Ferguson play, it hurts me. I'm not trying to just
Yeah.
harp on a dog, but that play just hurt me because that was our fourth down, 1:17 left to go. We're in their territory. We still had 3 timeouts. Ferg beat his man instantly, and Dak seen it, but he looked off and went to Tolbert. I don't know if he was going for the pass interference because the way Bradbury was guarding him, but Reed Blankenship was so damn deep, and Ferguson killed his linebacker off the rip. That was smooth sailing all the way. And I know, Dak, I'm not killing you, but I know the pressure. You got to feel like you got to make every play, and it gets like that. So, but in my opinion, the great ones still do it. That's all I'm gonna say. You might beat me up about it, Mike, or whatever,
No,
but
you're not.
the great ones still do it.
You're not wrong,
But what great one is doing it this year?
I ain't talking about this year. The
I'm
great
just saying
ones
it.
do it. Period. Though that's the
You're
point.
not wrong, and I will never put Dak in that great one tier, but
Right.
he is more.
Yeah,
absolutely more than enough.
yeah.
Absolutely
I'm
more
not
than
saying
enough
he's
to be
not.
in football.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but you
But
still
you
got to
can't,
finish the game.
and the Cowboys will never be in a position to even get the last
You're
quote
right.
unquote great one they had was Aikman, and that's because they were so dog shit. They finally had a first overall draft pick.
They haven't drafted. What the highest draft pick was when Dak got hurt, and they traded back for Micah. You know, they're consistently drafting in the 20s and 30s. 25, 30 range. You're not how if you want to go get a quarterback, fine. I'm by all means. What's Trevor Lawrence doing right now when people want to tank for him? What's Tua? What are you liking the Tua? The tank for Tua thing ages up and down as the weeks go because that dude is not
a good. He's not on Dak's level. What's that dude play? He ain't on Dak's level.
No, I don't
He
think
ain't.
that. No,
He's
Tua's
in a damn good
Tua.
scheme with a
He's
hell
in a
of
great
offensive
scheme
players.
because if he got into a different scheme and his warts would show. He's definitely not, in my opinion. Tua's definitely not as good as Dak Prescott. Not for me. But like you said, he's got a great scheme. He's got a Tariq Hill. He's got a Jalen Waddle. He's got a lot of good weapons around him that really helps him. But I think if you
Mhm.
put him in a different system, I don't think he does that. So it is what it is. And when we're talking about this, Cowboys are 5-3. All 3 losses are to the NFC, right?
It sucks.
So I know it sucks. It's terrible, and it sucks the worst, Mike. And what I'm about to go there before I hit this schedule. That Arizona game, they're 1-8. That's the nastiest one out of those losses between San Francisco, Philly, and Arizona. That's the nastiest one. 1-8. I don't know if they're going to win another
Goddamn
game.
Josh Dobbs. All he does is win, right?
Goes right over to Minnesota. You trade him, he goes right over to Minnesota and wins the game. But they got a good team. Josh Dobbs wasn't bad. We talked about that. Josh Dobbs was not bad, but he don't got a good team, but he got a decent team around him, and you saw he can play. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that Arizona game is going to come back to haunt us because I don't know if we're going to win the division. I think we might have to go in as a wild card. That game is going to come back as a blast.
I talked about. I
We're
put the tweet
2.5
out earlier.
games behind Philly.
I put the tweet out earlier today. I think there's a high probability that Dallas and Philly have the same record when we square back up in December.
We'll see. They got a gauntlet. They got next 4 games.
The problem is Dallas has the same gauntlet after them. The gauntlet that we have to run, they're about to run it.
They're going through. They're going to go through it right now.
And but the thing is, they're about to catch Andy Reid off a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that one. So, that's.
Yeah, we need some of these teams to kind of knock them off on this one, as NFC teams especially.
And how long? And hey, what's the team's records who have played Dallas after they played? You know what I mean? That's something that I'm looking at too, because this team.
Because San Francisco ain't won a game since they beat us, and
we beat the hell out of Jalen Hurts. I know people say we didn't get, there wasn't a lot of pass rush and shit. No, there wasn't, but we still hit that dude a lot, and we were still all over him. And he was
limping. You best believe that he needed this bye week.
If he wasn't wearing that leg brace, that dude would have got carted off because that knee got smacked.
Yeah.
That knee got absolutely smacked.
You know what? I know how much we can't stand the Eagles, but I gotta give Hurts his props because that wasn't a great knee injury, and he fought through that the whole game. You could tell he was hurt in that game, but he still played. So I'm not taking nothing away. I'm not hating on no Jalen Hurts. I don't like the Eagles, whatever. But he did. I got to give him his props.
I've said this.
Got some toughness. He's got some toughness.
I said this when they drafted him. There's a lot of Jalen Hurts. Like a lot of Dak and Jalen Hurts, there's a lot of similarities.
They're same similarities. I agree with you.
They're leaders. Like there's a reason their team would walk through fire for them. They may not be the best quarterback on the field that day, but they got more than enough talent to get it done. It's and it hurts. I don't like saying that. Like saying that, but it is what it is. And Dak's better. I mean, I'm not going to pretend he's not. He is. He is. He's better. That's just the way it is. But
we got a funky wonky system here in Dallas, and that's why you can't see Dak do what he does like these other quarterbacks. Because
Jalen Hurts ain't making the playoffs with Scott Linehan.
Or I mean, if Jalen Hurts is on our team, the Jalen Hurts you see in Philly, you won't see that Jalen Hurts in Dallas, and we've talked about that.
Hell no.
Whatever you see at another organization, if they come to Dallas, you won't see that same player, and that's what people need to understand, and that's why we feel like we're handcuffed in Dallas. You get what I mean? That's the frustrating part. But let's talk about this next 4 games because these are 4 winnable games. You have the Giants, or Danny DeVito.
The gang goes to New York. Danny DeVito's out there on stilts. He found some stilts in the hallway of the bed. I'm over running the pawn shop 6 days a week.
Danny DeVito is playing for. I know that's not his name, but I'm just saying. Danny DeVito. Go pay for that.
Hey, I tell you what, though, that damn 16.5 point spread scares the hell out of me. How you a 2.5?
I don't like it. You know how Dallas is, dog. Don't put us too far ahead because then you know how we play. Please don't do that for us.
That motherfucker
give us only a 3-point dog.
I said, well, I think it was on Monday. I said Danny DeVito going to get 85 yards and a tutty on the ground versus his defense.
We're good for that. Y'all know we are.
Oh, what do you mean? Dallas has a great record versus backup mobile quarterbacks.
Man. Oh man. Yeah. So we got the Giants, we got the Panthers, who They're not a good team, but you know how Dallas is. They just play
Well,
goofy against them terrible teams. But
well,
I'm gonna say, hopefully we've gotten past that now. But you got Giants, Carolina, Washington, Seattle. Those should be, in my opinion, 4 wins before you play the Eagles again. You should be 9-3.
they're going to drop one.
Who do you think it will be too if they drop one?
Thanksgiving.
Washington.
One of those games, just
Is
to
it
look
Washington or
historically,
Seattle?
it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is they play every year. They play like 4 games in 18 days around Thanksgiving, and they're going to drop one.
Mm.
It's just too much. They're gonna drop them.
Please don't let it be Washington. I hate them.
Knowing Dallas, it will be. It'll be another. It'll be another damn.
Not only NFC, it'll be a damn divisional game.
Well, and that's another NFC. That'd be 4. Don't even mention that.
I
But
mean,
let's.
what's the odds of making it out? I mean, this is historically speaking the way the schedule lines up around because we gotta have that Thanksgiving game. Please, somebody take that from us. I hate that damn game. Take that
I
game
know
away.
they'll never take it away from us because they make too much money from it, so they ain't never gonna do it. You know what I mean?
I
So
hate that damn game, man. Hate it.
yeah, I hate it too because it's like we can't never get a break or no rest. You feel what I'm saying? We need that break and rest
Damn
for
week
this stretch
5
run.
bye.
So 5-3. Obviously, we just talked about the next 4 games. You know, it sucks, man, because I feel like I don't want to feel. I'm starting to get that funny feeling again as we get closer to the end of the year and the playoffs. I'm just starting to get that funny feeling again. I'm just starting to get that funny feeling again, Mike, of the letdown, or because we're not doing the small things that are beating us, and I still see those small mistakes, and if they don't clean them up, it's going to be early exit. That's just the truth.
Yeah, they're an undisciplined team, and they've been an undisciplined team for McCarthy's entire tenure.
Yeah, and if it doesn't get better, it's going to be.
You can't give these guys. You can't go out there. You can't line up in the Super Bowl versus let's say Kansas City figures it out and they because the one thing about Kansas City right now is their defense is actually playing good,
Mm-hmm.
and God forbid that offense figures it out. You line up against them in the Super Bowls. If you make it there, and you want to have these pre-snap late down penalties versus Mahomes, with the way he cries about flags and gets free flags all the time, anyways, you gonna you get the doors blown off of you, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Trey. We was undisciplined before Mike.
No, we were, but not to this extent. There was for the years Jason Garrett, for lack of better word, for all he sucked, they did not click off pre-snap penalties at this clip for his tenure, not consistently. And this has been a consistent thing for Mike McCarthy's entire tenure is these late down pre-snap penalties. It's been a thing.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not disagreeing with you on the undisciplined thing. I'm absolutely not. I'm talking about specifically the late down pre-snap penalties for Mike McCarthy's tenure has been a thing.
It
yeah,
absolutely has.
yeah, it has, and his tenure, and since he's been in Dallas, and I agree with
Look it
Trey,
up, dude. The
and,
num
and,
the,
and
the
it's been like this for a while, but yes, I mean, it got heightened. It seems like when Mike McCarthy came, because I mean, we were one of the most penalized teams the last 2 years, especially like last year. It was crazy. What the
yeah.
heck?
What, you good?
Oh, yeah. I had a commercial came up because I had something up, and I'm like, what the hell is that? No, but so I was like, but shout out to my dog Dwayne Brown for the $10 holla. Hey ho, it's a $10 holla. He says, damn, I missed a whole hour. We'll watch on the replay. Had to show some of my support, and we always appreciate you, Dwayne Brown, for your support. But definitely rewatch this one because we had a lot of good nuggets in here. And yeah, we've been undisciplined since Parcells action power. I agree with you. We've just been an undisciplined team, period. But
Jerry hated Parcells too. He hated him
he only reason why I brought him in because
for the
everybody was
stadium
like,
because he was on.
yeah,
He
go
was
ahead.
on. He was on the it's not the competition committee. It's the whatever advisory board for relocating franchises and vote for new stadiums and shit like that. Parcells had a major vote in that, and that's why Jerry brought him in, and he hated every second that he was here.
Probably because because Parcells, you heard him in his press conferences. You want me to do this, but you still all in the way meddling. And Jerry don't like that. Jerry don't like that. The Steven don't like that. The whole Jones family don't like that. When you talk out of character for them, they're quick to muzzle you or get you out of there. And that's the biggest problem in Dallas. And that's what holds us back. Answer that question,
Belichick
Mike.
would never work for the Jones boys. Never.
He never would.
The quote from Parcells was, "You want me to cook and let me buy the groceries."
Right. That'll never happen. So you never think Belichick would come here?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
no.
Okay. But yeah. But I mean, as we talked about, the biggest problem in Dallas as we get ready to close here is the Joneses they want to win this their way. They want to have everything controlled their way as far as from coaches on down. This if they say Tony Pollard, hey, we paid him this money, he needs to play. Who is Dan Quinn or Mike McCarthy going to tell them no? They're not doing that. Whatever they say goes. And a lot of organizations don't have that. Keep it real, right? Keep it real.
There is 500
Give
coaches
Charlotte's the key. Yep.
that would gladly compromise their morals, if you will, or their scheme, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Old Logic in Miami would show up here and be running halfback dives, and
Yeah, he would not. You would not see that
marching
offense here.
marching to the beat. You wouldn't have the gold rim sunglasses and freestyling during practice, and it wouldn't be that way. There's old people. I saw like when the Colorado shit was popping off for the first year. Oh, they need to get Coach Prime. They would never.
They would never do that. They would never, ever, ever in your life hire Deion Sanders here. Never in your life.
Regardless if it's a good idea or bad idea or not, they would never in a million years just because his personality alone.
His personality is too strong. And he's going to talk back to them, and he's going to go in the media, and he's going to do everything that they don't like, and you're going to be gone. And that's what the problem is. Trill Clinton says, $2 holla, shout out to him, give Charlotte the key. But here's the thing. Still the Joneses. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
But is she going to get the keys, though? Will she get the keys if Jerry passed away?
There is a bit of succession going on right now.
I've talked about this for a while now. There is a power struggle. There is an absolute power struggle. And the thing with Charlotte is she doesn't have anybody else
in her
tied
corner.
to her. No. Okay. She's divorced now. She's single. She doesn't have heirs. She doesn't have changing names. She doesn't have could this be a Jones thing forever type. She doesn't. She is her own entity. That NDA during the divorce got locked up. All them skeletons got shoved in the closet, and that's hell. Otherwise, Steven might not be here anymore. Behind all that shit, but that is the one thing she doesn't want. She doesn't think she's a football person. She doesn't want to play football guy. She doesn't want to be in the meet. She doesn't want to hear, be doing contracts. She wants to get, if they hired, God forbid, if Catboy and Jerry were to cash out tomorrow morning, Charlotte would put Will McClay as GM, owner, operator, and get the fuck out of the way.
Yes, she would. I totally agree. Because she would be like, I trust you, Will. You've been around here. Go do your damn thing. Here's the money. I got the money here. Go do it. I'm out. I ain't got nothing to say to y'all.
We ain't going broke.
I guarantee you, Mike, you will see a different Dallas Cowboys team. Facts.
Absolutely.
You will see it. We're hamstrung by the Joneses. And
she doesn't think she's a football guy. She doesn't know shit about football.
And
she knows about putting on events and charities and
Yep. And she could, and you could let me do my job in keeping the brand alive and keeping that separate from football.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And these guys don't want to do that. They want to prove that they're football guys. That's the problem.
Everybody thought that Steven was the light at the end of the tunnel. Then circa about the last Romo contract about circa 2014. Steven started popping up, started talking, and we started getting that at the end of the day, and you know we got Cap and we got this after that last Romo contract. Steven has basically been running this team.
Yeah, we know it. I mean, Jerry's just the voice. They just letting him talk now. Go ahead, do a press conference, do an interview, but Steven's running this. And here's the thing. As frustrating I was with Jerry, Mike, uh there you go. As
Nope. Where'd you go, Bubba? Uh oh. Where'd you go? Uh oh. Is it me? Oh.
no,
Oh,
it's
hey.
me.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
on the other
yeah.
side now. Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Hold on, hold on. It did the switcheroo, but we're going. My connectivity.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, everybody thought everybody was getting. Uh oh, I lost him again. What I was saying is, everybody got a.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Am I back? Am I back?
I got sni- Hey, I gotta go,
There
man.
you
There's
go.
snipers up. There's snipers outside the window, man. I got.
Yeah.
They own me.
Hey, you hear? Hey, I got to get this up right here. Look. First, I'm gonna get this one up. Jerry's listening. Look. Rev
Dude, as
Rebel.
soon as we turn.
Look. Jerry's hacking. Look. Catboy call Comcast.
we,
Look.
we started. We start. We
He
said
said,
Charlotte,
he
and
said,
they
hey, he
fucking.
said, hey, he, look,
We
he
got
said,
order
yeah,
66.
look. He said, AI Jerry ain't playing with y'all, big. He ain't playing with us. He came in our stream, dog, and said, you gonna shut the F up about us now. You gonna shut up. You gonna shut the hell up, and we gonna cut your stream. We gonna cut your cable. We gonna cut your Wi-Fi. We gonna cut all that.
My power finna go out, man. I'm gonna be on battery.
So you see what Jerry just did to us, right? You see what the Joneses did. They don't play. They got bugs everywhere. So the bugs ain't got us. It flipped us around. It's on us. They're watching us. They're on us. You feel me? So we sorry, Jerry. You on us. We go chill. We go chill. We go chill.
I'm gonna close the window. I ain't trying to get no red dot on my head right
Hey, like Action Pal said, Jerry said, now get your damn act together.
now.
Yeah, he did.
Get your damn act together. I know. Hey, you boys, get
He
you some
said,
act right.
yeah, he said, you enough of all that talking. I'm gonna cut that stream. And okay, my bad, Jerry. I'm done. We done. We gonna get up out of here because we know you ain't playing around. We sorry. We sorry. But we told how you try to cut us, and we that part. We know that part for a fact. We was telling the truth, so that we know that. Let's end.
Uh
What's your prediction?
oh. Hopefully we cover the spread. Just, just win. Oh, did he get you again?
No, I'm still here.
I got you. I got you on. I got you. You look like Pamela Anderson's sex tape right now. Oh no, James, they get him. He didn't close it. He didn't close his window. About to be.